Guys, this is One Piece King here today. So again, with the video yesterday though, I did say I was gonna go and talk about Pw4 since there's so much to cover. Last time there really wasn't much to cover actually, but then, I waited a while and then as the time is drawing near, because the 27th is gonna be like I think the 27th is supposed to be like, the next week after, because we're already on like the week after spring break already, which is like the third week of March, and then we're gonna be hitting into the last week of March, like next week. So yeah, I'm already pumped up for like, what's gonna be happening and everything, like what's all gonna be new and stuff in the game. I can't wait. Um, but we already got information of, what's to be. We already got like some info of what's becoming in the game and everything. Not gonna go too much detail into like each and every single one. Um, there are gonna be new logs in there and everything. There's gonna be something called treasure log or something. Not like I said, I'm not really gonna go too much detail with it. It's more like it's almost like a dream log basically. I believe it was like another form of dream log, but it's something very different. Um, so basically, like, yeah, I can't wait to go and test out the features. I know people, who are also waiting can't test out, like, can't, wait to test out the features as well. But now I think the main topic really with the game is to talk about the characters. So this one has really been sitting, like, yeah, this one's been sitting out for a while and everything. And basically what it was like, it was with a Kid and everything, Kid and Drake, most definitely. People were wondering if, Kid or Drake were gonna make it. This goes like, yeah, this goes like, about like months back before we even got to the actual month and everything. And I think at this point though, Bandai is just giving us exactly what we're asking for at this point. Like Bandai is all watching like, these videos and hearing the community, and all they speak about is Kid and Drake, and then it's going through their heads. They're just all like, give these people Kid and Drake. Give these people these two supernovas, please. Because I feel like once we get that and everything, we're set. We're set. I mean, those are the two major characters and everything that people, want, but I think there's also going to be another one, and it's Jack. So, are we going to get a Jack? Because if we get Jack, that's going to be pretty cool. Um, you know, in my opinion though, yeah, I definitely would want Jack as well and everything. I think, with us getting Kid, because Kid was confirmed to be a playable character as well. The scans had proved it. It was on Friday. Yeah, it was like Friday of last week. It proved that, Kid is definitely gonna be a playable character. I got excited. I was like, yes, it's another supernova in the game and everything. Like well, his first, looking at the player model and everything, I believe was like in the online co-op trailer where they were telling us about like all these different modes and everything and how you could play with your friends online and stuff, like basically making it where it's like much more than what it was before. Because in part where your story with the online mode, it's like playing the story. Yeah, it's like playing the story and you only just played the story on online mode. That is exactly what you're doing. Like, I think you could do it in free mode as well, but you're still playing the story, like the story mode and everything, with just like the selection of characters that, it gives you and everything. Not like you have to choose like any of the straw hats or you have to go and just do all that. Like, no. You have all these characters to choose from, and then pretty much like that's it. Like all the characters they have in that game, you can choose from any which one you want, but honestly, I'm just looking at it like, why couldn't they make it where, you could have done online mode with Dreamlog? That would have been a great idea. But knowing Bandai at that time, they didn't really think that through. But anyway, though, but Kid, you know, yeah, Kid was apparently, shown, I believe it was like, with that. Technically, though, there was already like I think people were already suspecting Kid already because we got gameplay screenshots of I believe it was Nami, I believe it was either Nami or Usopp, whichever one. In the background we did see Kid, like it looked like we did see Kid and Drake as well. So yeah, people were already like questioning like, wait a minute, there's Kid and there's Drake. It's like, yo, are we getting like, are we getting these guys? And I'm like, okay, Kid is a definite. Okay, Kid is a definite because, I feel like Kid's gonna be shown a lot more in the story and everything, and pretty much in the manga, yeah, he has. Kid has been through so much, poor guy. Um, Drake is relevant to Watto, so definitely we're gonna be seeing a lot more Drake as well. So having Drake becoming a playable character, I think that fits as well. So Drake incoming as well. Um, Now Jack, like yeah, I don't think we've seen like anything revolving around Jack or anything. Like we didn't see him, uh, we didn't see him in like any of the trailers besides the one that we got that was announcing the official release date for the game. It went through the whole cake stuff first, and then it cut over like half of the other side was Wano. We did get to see Drake in human form. We did. We got to finally see him in his human form. So, like, as a player model in the game, so I'm like, yes, there you go. But also in the background, we did see Jack as a player model as well. So, yeah, people already started throwing their suspicions, like, Jack is gonna make it too, okay? Like, we already got Kaido, we already got Hawkins as a headliner already. Pretty sure we're gonna get Drake as another headliner as well. But, like, people are gonna be really raising questions like, okay, real question is, are we gonna get any calamities? Are we gonna get, the All Stars? And if we do, we already saw one in the game, and that's Jack. Let's get Jack. And I'm looking at like I'm feeling that too. I'm feeling like Jack is gonna make it and everything. Mammoth Boys forever. Um, for like many other reasons for Jack and everything. Not because, he's a Calamity or an All-Star, whichever translation they're really going with, but it's not only because of that, but it's because like, it's just we already just got to see him as a player model already, and if they try to make it where he's NPC, I'm gonna be like, that is really lame. It's like, no, Jack had potential. You people, Jack had potential. Come on. Jack could have pulled a Lucci and basically, during his combos could have went in like in the mammoth form and going out of it, or I guess pulling a Kaido in this instance, and that's basically like going like going into an awakening state and then changing form to the mammoth form and then doing whatever he likes. Um like I don't like yeah, like I don't know how that's gonna work and everything. I hope it works, pretty well with that stuff, because if it does, that's pretty cool. Um, you know, but yeah though. But so with those characters out of the way and everything, like Drake and Jack possibly being announced and everything, I just watched Makai's video earlier and I was looking through the comments. Um, Somebody actually, like I think there was like one person that was saying like Kinemon, should have been, like playable because he's been with the crew much longer than, Vivi and Kato have, ever been in like the early times of the story. I believe him, I believe like, Kinemon will make it and everything because there's numerous reasons on why Kinemon should make it as well and everything, especially with Wano stuff going around and stuff that Kinemon is one of the scabbards, and he's already got a player model as well and everything. So I think Kinemon would also get announced as well. Um, no, I'm not saying Momo is gonna get announced and everything as a playable character because that's like when I think of that, that's like looking at My Heroes Wants Justice 2, and that's looking like that's basically looking at it like whenever Mineta was announced as one of the playable characters on the roster, like the base roster. Mineta is already one of the, playable characters on that roster already. Fans already just got angry. They were just like, no, this little great boy could have been replaced. he could have been replaced with a much cooler character, like another villain or another hero, but no. Instead, we got a little great boy here does that does absolutely nothing. He doesn't do anything and stuff, you know? And I'm just like, yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. But but I'm looking at it in that scenario if Momo was to also make it on the base roster as well, like somehow Momo was like a secret announcement, makes it into the game as a playable character, and then people just look at Momo and everything and be yeah, people would just look at Momo and be like, why? 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 You know, like we get it. He had a player model, in the game. We've seen it, in the trailers. We've seen it. But for the love of no, like no, just no. People would already be disappointed. Like if Momo was NPC, or if Momo was more like he just speaks in dialogue or in cutscenes, that's that's one thing. That's okay. That's okay and everything with Momo there. It's fine. I hope that's not the same with Brule though. Brule has done something. Brule's done something, but compare like with how much they did in the story or something during their arcs. Brule actually did something and Momo barely did. Momo barely did anything though. So I think they can be a bit creative with the moveset with Brule, and with Momo it's a like with Momo it's a bit of a So yeah. But but now I guess talking about other characters though, I guess ones that we've seen in trailers though, because I just spoke about Brule and Jack, because Jack most definitely incoming, most definitely, same as Drake. Drake and Jack are incoming. They're definitely incoming on the next, thing there and stuff. There was actually there was a comment by the name, like this user's name is by the name of Karma, and I think he has Shoma from Food Wars on his profile picture, because yeah, it has to be Shoma. I believe it has to be Shoma. I think that's what his name is. Um, but basically, he made the comment that saying like there's a possibility that there actually might, like Bandai might release like more trailers and everything. Like there might be more, there might be more stuff coming, even though the game will get released and everything. Like there's gonna be a lot more stuff, being announced. And I agreed with him, I agree, because that's exactly what I want to hear. I basically want to go and, think that Bandai is, it's gonna do a lot of updating and stuff. Like, besides DLC, I think, there's gonna be a lot of updating stuff. And basically, it's gonna get people loving the game and stuff. Because people are already hyping it up already. They're just like, it's like, bruh, there's so much hype in this game. I'm just looking at it like, pretty much, yeah, pretty much, it's just, there's some little things that they do need to fix, I'll admit, because, like I said, costumes are a must. I will always keep saying that. I hope I hope there's a last chance of them actually fixing that, where, they'll be like, yeah, yeah, like, hopefully, I don't know if hopefully, I don't know if it will be like purchasing costumes or something. Like the minute you purchase the costumes and stuff, not by like PlayStation Store, but like the game currency, the berries. I don't know if they're still gonna have that like they did in the last game, because in the last game they sort of did have it where you could purchase other costumes as well and everything, even though a lot of them didn't have much changes to them. It was really ridiculous. Um, but example would be like with Zoro though. Zoro is just wearing his white t-shirt all the time. Like that's what he's wearing all the time right now. Well, for the pre-time skip arcs and stuff. Post time skip is just him wearing the green sash. He's not, he's not changing his outfits and everything. It's the same as Pirate Warriors 3. He doesn't change much. Um, so I'm thinking like, with like the costumes and everything like to purchase. I'm thinking that like once you purchase the costumes and everything, um basically yeah, you will be able to like they'll basically be incorporated into the story that way. Like basically it's like basically the minute that you go and buy the costumes and you go and play on the level, it will automatically have those like costumes already set, to the characters, like the straw hats of the group, like Eddie's lobby. Zoro will get his yellow jacket back and everything. Nami will get, what she was wearing at Eddie's lobby. Chopper the same. Usopp as Sniper King or Soga King. Sanji with his, like the minute you just buy it, that's what it is. The minute you buy it, it's just that's what it is and everything. Everybody's all wearing, the outfits that they wore during Eddie's lobby. Like that's it right there. I would actually like that. That'd be like the funniest thing ever. I'd be like, you know what? You know what? I approve. I approve. Like the instant you have to get it, it will already set it. So that already means that everything is fixed in the game now. It's like 100%. This game is 10 out of 10 for me. It's good. Although it could have been fixed earlier on, but having that system would also be fixing it in a way as like a last tiny touches and everything as a surprise. But I don't know. Like I know I spoke about that before as it being a troll, but who knows really? They might be trolling us or they might not. I don't know, but we'll have to really see. Um, but now like yeah, but now there was but now there's also a character Perospero. Perospero though with a player model, I feel like Perospero is going to be playable as well. He's done some pretty good stuff. He's done some pretty good techniques, some pretty, good moves himself. Um, yeah, I feel like Perospero is going to make it and everything because, to be fair, he was the one that was, like, mostly being, like, a planner. Like, Perospero was the one that was coming up with plans on the fly whenever Big Mom was basically going on a hunger pain. He sent her to go chase after the Straw Hats and everything, trying to, lied to her and said, like, they have your cake, go get them. It's like, yes, I will get my cake, but if I find out you're lying to me, it will not be great for you. It's like, I'm not lying to you, even though he was. By the way, I really hope that, like, I really hope I see a cutscene like that and everything where it's like, Big Mom comes our way and stuff, like a level, I don't think a level would start, but a cutscene would happen where, the level's about to start. Big Mom would basically, like, would be chasing us, but then, the whole thing with Perospero trying to say, like, the Straw Hats have your cake, go get him! And it's like, okay, but if I figure out you're lying to me, you're gonna get it. And then, just zooms over there and everything, like, I hope that gets us a cutscene in the game. I hope so. I'd be like, ooh, it's like, that's even close to Jinbei Goat moment. I want to see Jinbei Goat moment cutscene too. I want to see that. That'd be so cool. Um, you know, but, yeah, but Perospero, though, I feel like is gonna be a playable character and everything. He's gonna be announced somewhere and everything. I don't want to say DLC. I don't want to say DLC. DLC, I want to say, is like room for movie content characters. I want to say that's what the DLC is for. Like, all 9 of those characters will be, movie characters only. Alright? I want to see Boy. I want to see freaking Cheeky in there. I want to see Zephyr. I want to see Tesoro. Like, I want to see those guys in there and everything. That would be so cool. I don't want to see characters like make a return as the said DLC because, I mean, like, basically though, when I was watching Makai's video, Makai was saying, like, some characters, like, he made a list of characters that, he thinks are probably going to be coming in and everything. He had, like, 14, like, that was, like, a whole set of what he had was, like, 14 characters, and it was, like, 6 of them were the ones that were not announced and everything, whether, I think most of them were returning characters, or maybe all of them were returning characters, like, all the 6, and it makes sense that, like, maybe a few make sense, but, for some other ones, it really doesn't on why they didn't come in. So that's why I think they're still gonna be coming in and everything. Like, Caesar Clown was one of them, and I think Caesar should definitely, make a comeback and stuff because, just like Fujitora, Caesar was only like in Pirate Warriors 3. Dude was only just in one game and everything. His moveset wasn't even that bad either. Caesar's moveset was completely broken, just like how his Devil Fruit really is. His Devil Fruit is really broken, So I think if they added Caesar in Pirate Warriors 4, could, up his moves a bit and everything, like giving him more, Caesar would be completely broken. Dude would be broken like no tomorrow. Like seriously, Caesar would probably be one of the favorite Logia, characters to play in the game. Like he's already one of the, greatest and most broken ones in Pirate Warriors 3. But imagine what they could do to him in Pirate Warriors 4. Imagine that. Imagine what they could do to Caesar. We don't like him as a character naturally in the series. We don't like him, okay? I mean, some of y'all could, some of y'all couldn't, but for the ones that couldn't, I understand. But for the ones that could, though, I mean, yeah, I can see people probably just, wanting to make like a voting poll to be like, Caesar will make it in the game, no doubt, and everything. And if all the votes are yes, then it's like send it to Bandai's way and be like, we want Caesar in the game. We did all these votes, and this is like how many yeses and how many no's. And if they check there's like too many yeses and everything, they'll be like, It's like, we did say there weren't going to really be much returning characters, though. We did give a big number of a few. It's like, you know what? Caesar's going to make a comeback. It's like, yay! But that really all depends at that moment right there and everything. Because, honestly with me, though, thinking Caesar is going to make a comeback. Makai also had Perona and Moria on there as well. Well, he also had Kuma and Garb. I believe, let's see, 2, 4, 5. I'm trying to think of who the sixth one was, because I think the sixth one was also a returning character. But Garb, Kuma, Moria, and Perona were definitely on that list as well. Maybe it probably was 5, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was like 5 or maybe 6. Because he said 6, but the way how I'm looking at that, I think it's like, oh, it was Eneru. Eneru was one of them as well, so that does make 6. Eneru is more of just like, 50-50 at this point. Like, we don't really know if he'll make it. If he does, kudos. Give him much more of an updated moveset and everything. His Logia fruit and everything, his powers are definitely much more powerful and everything, So kind of up his moves a bit and everything, and possibly even make it to where he can fly. Because I'm not saying every Logia character can fly, but the only one we really got confirmation of being a Logia character that can fly is Kizaru. Kizaru can fly. Kizaru can fly in the game. Minute that I think a friend of mine sent me that, or I think we were talking about that while I was looking through the characters, looking through the descriptions, the bios that they have for those characters and everything. It did say that Kizaru, can fly in the game. He can fly, with his light fruit. He can fly. And I'm like, dude, it's like flying exists. This is so awesome. Oh my god. Like, I'm imagining like all the characters that have that same, that have like the same abilities as well and everything. Some of them are Logia users and some of them are not. Like Sanji with the Skywalk and everything and the time skip definitely can keep using, I'm pretty sure can keep using the Skywalk and everything and pretty much just dodge trouble, dodging trouble and everything. Like just like pew 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 pew, and just be like just skywalking through the air and everything, making the skywalk like legit, the skywalk. Cause Pirate Warriors 3, we only got just like, we only just, okay, from like the bottom of the screen of this video is like, you, and then there you go. Doesn't really go that far up and everything. He really doesn't, but, in Pirate Warriors 4, I've seen what Skywalk can do, and yeah, it does go pretty high up in the air. So, yeah, Sanji's Skywalk is probably going to be infinite, probably. I'm not sure. I don't know if they'll make, that type of, if they'll make that type of ability, like, limited, or if you're able to like or if you're able to like stand in one place and then just kind of just like float there or something. I don't know if they'll be able to allow you to do that, because if they do, I'm gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna be like, it's like I see a big group of enemies right there and everything, and I see the big old boss right over there. It's like, I do have an idea. And the idea basically is just like, well, time to dodge trouble. And then just like float over them and be like, hello. It's just done. Just basically I just float over them and be like, welp, I'm gonna move on to the next map now. Bye. And just like leave like that. I'm just done. You know? Oh, that would be so hilarious. That would be so funny right there. That'd be so funny. Um, but trying to think of other characters and everything. Because Sparrow, Brule, Jack, Drake, Kinemon. Yeah, like I already said stuff about Kinemon. Momo would be more of a troll character, just because of the fact of like that's like a Mineta thing from One's Justice 2. That'd be like the Mineta sense. People would be like, ugh, why Momo? It's like, why did they give us Momo? You could have given us another Scabbard. Why? And I would agree too. I would have been like, they could have given us, now that I actually think about it though, like, alright, so, I'm gonna have to put spoilers in this video because I want to say they could give us Kanjuro, but I don't know if they're gonna incorporate it a little bit about I don't know if they're gonna incorporate it a little bit with Kanjuro from the recent chapter that we just got. I don't know if they're gonna incorporate that in there, but if they do, that's already like spoiling to the anime watchers and stuff. Like anime watchers that get Pirate Warriors 4 and they play through the game and they just notice like there's a little hinting suspicion or a little hint of something that Kanjuro seems to be a bit sketchy, that Kanjuro's not loyal to Odin, and not loyal to the Scabbards either, like he's trying to play a trick on him. Yeah, anime watchers are gonna be very concerned to be like, what's wrong with Kanjuro? I thought Kanjuro was their friend. It's like, Bandai, you made a mistake. That's going too far ahead. That's bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, they could put Raizo in there as well and everything because, some ninjas and stuff. Um, yeah, definitely I can see Raizo being in there and everything. Pulling off the ninjutsu and stuff, like, in the game. That'd be pretty cool. Um, yeah, I think I already talked about the Scabbards, like, as playable characters in one video before, but still, it's just, imagine all of them just making it in there. I mean, this also goes to spoilers again. Kiyoshiro. Kiyoshiro would probably still be labeled as that, but I think, with all of his, I think all of his techniques and moves, I think Oda would be like, okay, well, the Scabbards all have their own techniques and everything. They all have their own type of moves that they use, like, Kawamatsu uses, sumo moves and everything because Kappa's like sumo. Like they like sumo wrestling and everything. That's the Kappa's thing. They love that. So, Kawamatsu is just basically just going with, like he has a sword, but he also does some sumo moves with the said sword. Um, Kanjuro's got the whole brush thing and everything. It's still a katana. It's still a sword. But with the brush, he, draws stuff and everything. So be creative with that, basically. Kinemon has the fire in his swords because he's called the Foxfire Kinemon. So, there you go. Um, yeah, like, Denjiro slash Kiyoshiro created moveset and everything, I believe, of moves we, have yet to see in the manga, but I think Oda would just be like, this will lead, to spoilers ahead, but just so you know, though, Denjiro is not to be messed around with. This dude's got some crazy power. It's like, ooh. It's like, do tell. Doji, I would imagine, probably would have a lot more strength. But also would have a lot more moves on himself as well and everything. I would imagine he will. Um, Let's see, another scabbard, another scabbard. Hmm. I think I got them all. Nope. No, I don't have them all yet. No. I completely forgot the last remaining two, and that is Inu and Neko, which is Dogstorm and Cat Viper, or Inurashi and Nekomamushi. Um I mean, again, create a move set with those two and everything because we barely, we've seen them fight before, but it's like barely. We need like more screen time for those two and stuff, like for them to fight more and everything. I can't wait, I can't wait for us to get more of that and everything because whenever we do, it's like, wow. but but yeah, basically though, I think this will probably be like just it the video right here if we do get more announced characters and everything, definitely feeling Drake, definitely feeling Jack. Kinemon, we're actually not done with the video yet and everything. I completely forgot, talking about Garp, Kuma, Mordia, and Perona because anyway, like I said, it's a 50-50. So yeah, but definitely, definitely feeling all the other characters that I basically just listed before, like Drake, Jack, and a possible Kinemon. We probably might get another Scabbard too and everything. Probably. We might get like the ones that went into the future. Which is Kanjuro, Raizo, yeah, Kanjuro and Raizo. Um I could have sworn there was another one and everything. Like people want to say Denjiro went into the future too. But I don't want to say that is the case. I don't want to say that is because if that was, I would have been like, well. Um, but yeah, though, yeah. Um, yeah, but now to go and talk about like Garb. If like, what is my opinion of Garb was to return? Um, trying to remember though. I'm trying to like. I know we've seen Garb in Pirate Warriors 2. Yeah, we've seen Garp in Pirate Warriors 2 before, and I think he played decently well, for a character himself. Um, and then we saw him in Pirate Warriors 3 as well and everything, and again, he played pretty good. Garp wasn't that bad of a character. In fact, Garp had a lot of grab moves and everything, but I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying, like, Garp, definitely could be like, um, hmm. I think the updated moveset, if Garp was to return, I think the updated moveset is like he could still have the grabs, but at the same time, it's like Garp could also just kind of launch big punches, basically. Garp could launch big punches, and, because he's called Garp the Fist, so, or I think just the Fist, but anyway, though, but yeah, Garb, I could probably see coming back and everything. It's just probably give him more punching moves and grabbing moves as an updated move set. So pretty much, I think Garb could make a comeback. Kuma, we already just seen. I think it's a possible Kuma. We're not really sure if it's Kuma or if it's a pacifista. We don't know. But if that is Kuma though, that we saw in the online gameplay trailer, where it was the Kuma lookalike, basically. It could have been him, it could have been a pacifista. Um, excuse me. But basically what it did and everything, because I don't know who it really is and everything. If it's Kuma that did that, like if it was confirmed to be Kuma, Kuma's gonna make it in the game. No freaking doubt. Like seriously, no doubt Kuma's coming back and everything. That's like round 3. Yeah, I want to say round 3 because I don't think he was playable in the first Pirate Warriors game. But Kuma coming back, round 3, boys. Kuma coming back. Um, but basically, if it was Kuma though, like I said, it'd be cool because there was this move that shot the lasers out and everything. I don't want to say it like I don't want to really say it's Kuma then if it shot the lasers spinning around with the hands and everything because Kuma himself has paw pads and everything because he ate the paw fruit and everything. So Kuma has paw pads, on his hands and everything. So can't really do the laser thing. Can't really do the lasers from his hands. So maybe that was a pacifista probably, or maybe there might be some explanation with that where it's like, Oda doesn't want to go and reveal, like if Kuma was able to do that all that time. Um, because if Kuma was able to do that, that means that, like the pop pads and everything could still stay, but it's like opening up and everything, and then there's like, the hole in his hand that basically, shoots out the lasers and everything. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is though, Oda, you a genius. Kuma will definitely be like the most ultimate tank ever. Like even more than what he was in Pirate Warriors 3. I mentioned this before. Like if that is Kuma that we saw in that trailer right there, doing like the spin cycle and everything, like he's spinning around and everything, but shooting the lasers from his hands at the same time. If he is doing that, that's pretty cool and everything. So, I really hope and everything that, that basically is Kuma and everything, but probably it might, not be him and everything. It might be Pacifistas. I'm not sure. Really hope it's not Pacifistas. I really hope it's Kuma because if it's Kuma, that'll be great. If it's not, I'll be really upset. Mordia and Perona, I believe. I don't know if I talked too much about them and everything. If they were to return, Mordia has a purpose because Marineford is a thing. Thor Bark, however, in that game is not anymore. I don't know if they're gonna go and make updates and basically be like, well, yeah, we did just throw in these arcs in and everything, but to be fair though, Thor Bark was only just in 2 games, and like I don't want to say either one was bad and everything because I didn't technically get to explore and look at all the landscape of, the Pirate Warriors 2 version of Thriller Bark, but it didn't look bad from how I watched in videos. Um, Pirate Warriors 3, though, the way how it starts out is like you start out in the forest, and then, it's like fighting back time and stuff. And I don't want to say that's how you start out, the thing. I don't want to say that's how you start out because they should have been starting out from like where the ship was, and if I remember correctly on the map, it was like in the top left corner of the map. Like that's where it was. And I don't know. I really think that they should have really just been like, I think they should have really just followed the anime through and everything instead of just sending them into a different location to be like, yeah, they started the fight in the forest and everything. They start fighting the zombies in the forest and everything, and then, leading over to where Mordia is. I'm like, no, no, that's not how they do it. It's like they started from the ship, from the harbor, harbor, port. Not really gonna question that much and everything. It's basically where the ship was docked at and everything. They started from there, and then it led up to them just fighting their way through just to get to where Moria is. So, I think if Thiller Bark was to come back round 3 for Pirate Warriors 4, that I'm pretty sure they can fix it and do it right this time and everything. Possibly might even add all of the Mysterious 4 this time, like adding Hog back in there and adding Absalom in there as well, and not just Perona and him. So, you know, Perona almost the same reason, like, she, besides Thilbark, she also has a purpose, and that is the Return to Saba Odi, the New World Saga. Perona does become a part of it and everything. She helps, so I don't know. Maybe Perona might make a comeback. Maybe. I don't know. Like, if she does, cool. But if she doesn't, that's really sad, because even though she wasn't really the greatest as a playable character, it's like, still probably could give her potential to grow and everything as a character. So, I don't know. Like, Perona's more of a 50-50 as well. Mordia, again, wasn't also, like, he was also one of those characters that was not the greatest being a playable character either, so he was more of a 50-50 as well. So, I don't know if Mordia is even going to make it on, round 3 and everything, same as, Perona and Kuma. I mean, Kuma definitely should make it and everything, but, for the others and everything that could make it and everything in there, like round 3, um, I, I don't know. I really don't. At that point, I'm more just like being confused, like questioning that a little bit and everything. Like Kuma will definitely make it. I can feel it. Garb pretty much could make it as well. Mordia and Perona, and Eneru, 50-50 on him. So honestly, I don't know. Magellan already confirmed that he wasn't coming back and everything, so there's not really much to say about him. It was actually sad because I don't think he was playable in the second one. I know he was playable in the third one, but if he wasn't playable in the second one, that's really messed up. Like, yeah, he's made it in, all three of the games and everything, but only one of them he was playable in. Wasn't sure if Pirate Warriors 2 he was playable as well. But Pirate Warriors 1, definitely he was not playable. You got to fight him, but, I think the same as Pirate Warriors 2, you got to fight him, but I don't think he was playable, in either of those two. 3, you get to fight him, but then, you unlock him later on, and then he's a playable character. He didn't have the worst moveset. His moveset was actually pretty good. It actually was pretty broken for someone like himself, so there you go. Trying to think of other characters and everything, that were in there, but I don't think they're gonna make a comeback, though. Trying to really think back and everything, because I already talked about Caesar and everything, so Caesar's more off the table. I guess that's pretty much it and everything, like, of returning characters that were, playable in the past and everything. Because I don't think there were that many characters and everything. I don't think there were that many. There were just, like, a few. Because Magellan was already confirmed as a no, which is pretty sad, because could have made a return and then became completely broken at that point. Mordia, they could have worked on him a little bit and everything. If he made a return, could work on him a little bit and make him better. Perona, the same way. Garp, kind of the same way, but make him a lot more broken, because that's what he's supposed to be. He's a tough old man. Let me see. There was, like Garp, and then Kuma, definitely make him more of a tank than he was before. Eneru, if he was to come back and everything, I'm pretty sure would be broken at that point. And then adding Caesar back in as well and everything. Caesar most definitely would be broken. Caesar would be broken. He'd be destroying the game completely. Just, I feel like that's what would happen with him and everything. Like, just completely. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it and everything, I think that's pretty much it. It's just, all the, is that pretty much just, that's all the characters right there and everything, I really hope that these, that some of the characters probably could return for good reasons. Because if not, that'd be really upsetting. But if they do, kudos on that. Kudos on that. Maybe they'll get better with their moves and everything, Maybe there'll be more better effects on their moves and stuff. Just like how they're adding a lot more effects to, Ace's fire, Aokichi's ice, the electricity and everything, which definitely that's why I think Enru should join back in, because not a lot of characters can do the electrical effect and everything. We only have Carrot to do that, but, well, Carrot and Niji, but I think we probably might need more characters for that as well and everything. Yeah. But anywho, though, this will be the end of the video right here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave a like on the video, and comment down below of your thoughts of, like, what characters you think would be returning and what characters do you think are going to be coming in the game and everything. Like, what characters do you think, like, out of the trailer that we saw of all the player modeled characters, Drake, Jack, Perospero, Brule, Kinemon, like, any of those and everything that were not really confirmed playable yet, what characters do you think, will be playable in the future? Like, which one of those do you think will be playable, like, a lot more in the future? Because I know I'm probably going to get the comments, like, Jack and Drake, that's it. Just Jack and Drake, that's it. It'll be like, okay. It's like, I can understand that. I can understand Jack and Drake. But anywho, though, have a wonderful day, night, morning. Not really great with time zones that much and everything. But anywho, though, I'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully we'll get, some updated news and everything this coming Friday, which will basically be the last Friday whenever, we get ready for the game to release on the next one. So, yeah. But have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.